Alright, this trail, Silver Spruce, is way over on the Vega Reservoir side of the Grand Mesa. It's been a few years since I've been on this, but it's a pretty cool trail. Out a little bit lower elevation in the aspens and then climbs up. Long trail. I think it's about 11 or 12 miles. So I may do it all today. It takes me pretty far away from where I need to get back to, so we'll see how I'm feeling. This side of the Grand Mesa tends to get more snow and rain, so it's a lot greener at times. You know, it depends on the time of year, but like right now, the snow has just melted off completely a couple weeks ago. So there's still quite a bit of moisture in the ground. But this trail eventually climbs up, has some nice views off of some of it. You can see it hasn't been traveled very much, at least this year so far. The center of the trail is stuff got growing up in it. A lot of people from the Delta County side of the Grand Mesa don't even know that this trail is here, and there's a couple other ones too that hopefully I'll eventually get videos of those as well. But because they're so far over on this side, away from where they are, they don't even really know they're here. This does have some kind of tricky off-camber corners that I'm sure won't look like anything on the camera, but we haven't gotten to those. They're like switchback. And it's nothing crazy, it's just if you're not paying attention. Now we've climbed up high enough already that we're in some pine forest here. But I think we might go back down a little bit and then climb back up. So This is my first ride up in the mountains this season, so, and I've had other stuff going on. Haven't been able to ride in a couple of months at least. Probably been closer to 3. But we'll see how tired I get. And just what you ride through, this is one of the nicer trails on the Grand Mesa. You know, it's not single track, not super difficult, but I've seen some people on ATVs have some problems here in places. Actually came up on a couple that had rolled their ATV going around one of these off-camber corners, and one of them was a little injured. I helped them out, caught up to the people that were with them, and they went back to help them. You definitely got to pay attention. Well, you never know how deep those mud holes are going to be, so you usually don't take chances with that. How we've climbed up to where we're overlooking this valley down here. So it's a little smoky. There's a lot of smoke coming in from fires in other locations. Like I said earlier, this trail is pretty far out from where most people would park on the other side. They can come in from the Vega Reservoir side, and you don't have to travel as much, but from where most people would park on my side of the Grand Mesa, just to get to where this trail starts, you got to go, oh, it's probably about 12 miles just to get to where it starts. Might even be a little bit more than that. trails up here on the Grand Mesa that are 2-track trails. If you're on a motorcycle, you really kind of have to watch the sides of the trail, because most of the volunteers that do the cutting of things back on these trails are ATV riders, and so they just cut it to the side, and they're not even thinking about the fact that if a motorcycle is going on one side of this in one track and there's a branch or something that's encroaching a little bit, you can catch your handlebars on it, your arm, your chest, shoulder, sometimes your foot if it's a stump down low. And if you pay attention, since I've said that now, you'll probably see some that are pretty tight, questionable. And on a bike, you can't really ride down the center of the trail because the ruts that are in it. Kind of have to pick one side or the other. You can cross back and forth. Now we're kind of going back down again. That are pretty flowy and have kind of little berms because of the ruts that you can bank up against. So it's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite trails up here. And at times it can be really rocky. I suspect that they just went over this last year with a piece of equipment that kind of gets the trail smoothed out. Because last time I was up here, it was way rockier than this. day up here. It's been hot down lower, like in the 90s, and I would say it's like, oh, low 70s right now, riding through. So just about perfect conditions, really. Some cows.